start?
Yeah,
Good morning, good day, good evening. Hello, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Respected ladies and gentlemen, I special thanks for the invitation podcast interview my big friends Zafar Abuansa, founder Global Abundance Organization, a platform for individuals to share their unique experience promoting empathy and global awareness. Congratulations, dear friend Zafar, for launching this new section will support knowledge, humanity, intellectual cooperation, etc. in the coming period. Dear Mr. Zafar, for me, friendship represents a sacred union, something that is beautiful, something that is wonderful, and absolutely present in life. I always try to have as many friends around me as possible, but you are something special in presenting knowledge in our planet Earth. You are a true consider of different areas of philosophy of life, science, and I sincerely admire you for all of that. Our true are based on how we can develop various possibilities for improving life. We understand that the discovery and a fact about the world should serve life. Life and life practice have become a significant subject of interest through the development of scientific throughout, throughout the gates of light and development of my own scientific thought. I was first occupied by methods and results of science, but I soon realized the, the shortcoming of scientific methods and this sought out new ways of acknowledging true and was very critical of realization. Reading various work from philosophy, which is the foundation of all science, starting from this opinion as well as spiritual and social circumstance. I began my original throughout the development part. I have always discussed the direction and efforts of philosophical thought and its influence and the various scientific development of civilization. I will take this opportunity to kindly thank you for everything you have done for me. You help. He's always benefited me and always brought me something good. Thank you for everything, dear friends. Freedom of thought is for science, like, and for people without is science to has to life. For question, my dear, especially guest friends. One question. Uh, what was the specific moment on or realization in your life that caused you the transition from a mindset of scarcity? There is not enough to one of abundance. There is more than enough. It's very interesting question for you, you intellectual man. Please answer.
thank you so much, Dr. Jelena, all the way from Serbia. Since you're a philosopher and you're a doctor, and there are several hundred doctors that you have uh, supervised them, and there are a lot of doctors available globally who are your students, and you're such an abundant person. And I really thank you so much for giving me chance to talk about abundance and what was the movement when I think of this founding this global abundance organization, and the reasons behind this. I don't have words for such a beautiful introduction that you put, and it is complete research and the complete methodology and philosophy that you have already explained in the intro. Thank you so much, doctor. Now coming to the abundance itself, I would like to just have few words on abundance. What is abundance to me, and what, in fact, to understand about white, we need to have a black shade, right? I mean, like you have a scarf that's black, and then you got skin, very fair skin. That it amplifies your fair color. Is black. So the black for abundance is scarcity, and to me, I find scarcity the problem behind the reason behind every problem, be it individual, be it home, be it a house, be it an apartment, be it a family unit, be it I would say a city or a country or global, and the all every problem, be it individual, organizational, or collective. This every I find one word, that is scarcity. That's the root cause for every problem. Okay, why and what's scarcity? I mean, before I go for abundance, and then for the moment when I realized that this is the right time. Maybe we are quite late, but I still find that this is the time of we should talk about abundance. And now, what's scarcity? Scarcity is like hunger of mind, hunger of thinking, hunger of the negativity. Any negativity is scarcity. Any negativity is scarcity. And solution to scarcity is abundance. I am scarce just because I have been reading the literature was scarce. It was scarcity based. Don't spoil this. Don't use this. I mean, this is broke. This will finish. Don't. I mean, just because the generation, like, I mean, 2 to 3 generations earlier, they were really into scarcity. Like when the men used to live in cave, and they were scarce, the food was scarce, and the health was scarce. And just because the food security, there was no food security. Now there is food security. So the food is abundance already. And they were like, I mean, by the end of 2026, the more than 60% of the globe will be converting to the renewable energy resources. So in renewable energy resources are already abundant. So it's like, and we've been hearing that the wars would be fought for water. Well, I mean, I fail to understand, in the science and technology is already abundant. So we've got abundant resources for renewable resources. So we can convert the seawater into drinkable. We can just drill the water for drinkable. So there are a lot of solutions. Then distilled water. That there are a lot of solutions are already, just because the science and technology is going like skyrocketing. I mean, the corona did not stop it. The earthquake did not stop it. Any catastrophe that has been happening in the past, my data driven optimism or optimism and scientific research. I mean, since you are a scientific, so I have to talk to you in facts and figures. So the science and technology has been going skyrocketing. It did not matter. I mean, there was a famine or what problem, political problems, the turmoil, whatever it has been. So things are already abundant. The creator is already abundant, and the creator has created everything in abundance. So we need to tune into abundance. Now, since I live, I mean, the point of when, now the point of when I realized, I mean, it's in right in my childhood, when we used to thinking my country and our neighbor countries, they were on wars. There were the low conflict and middle level conflict has already, or has always been there. Our borders has already been hot. Then as I grew up, there was terrorism war all around. I mean, we were 80,000 people, my people from Pakistanis. They gave life. They were martyred in terrorism acts, in terrorism. They were blast. They were going for shopping. Kids were going to schools, They were buses were blast. The engineers were everything. This was the point of time when I really realized that there has to be some organization, there has to be the group of people who must talk against wars all the time, for abundance, for the peace, prosperity, collaboration, cooperation. Like, you are a scientist, and you've been teaching people mathematics, you have been inventing you've been working on chromosomes of wheat, and you more than 10,000 the new kinds of wheat that's been producing through your hands and mine, and then it's such an abundant person you are. So the abundance is that you from Serbia and I'm from Pakistan talking together. That's abundance of connectivity. Since internet is already there, devices are gadgets are already there. Science and technology has reached a point when is the narrative. It's imperative to let's talk about abundance and look at the globe. Every country who's gone on war, who has waged the war, the people of the country, the same country, have been they in millions. They were on roads saying no war with the banners, no war, no war. Don't bomb Iraq, don't bomb Afghanistan, no war, and anywhere. And like I mean, every no whole the world is against bombing Iran. Iran did not started any war, nothing. So they look at we are killing kids, small kids in Gaza. Look at what's happening in Palestine, and it's what for just scarcity. Scarcity. They are the Israelis land of trillionaires. They are billionaires. They are the topmost people. They got such a wealth. They are running the entire system economically, and still they need some piece of land. I was just looking at a figure: 80,000 people, the least affected are at least who's got one limb cut off. 80,000 kids right in Gaza right now, and then they are being. So what's this? This is scarcity. This is scarcity. They are not tuning into abundance, despite the fact they are filthy rich. And I mean, look, the Russia bombing or invading Ukraine, America invading or bombing Iran or Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, or look at the what's this? I mean, look, if we think of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the America bombed that. And look, I mean, we feel ashamed for the humanity. That I mean, why? What was that they wanted to get out of that Hiroshima, Nagasaki that they could not get without bombing? I mean, so that was the point when, and one reason, another was that as you grow up, you think that you have to pay back to the nature, because nature has given you are such a gorgeous, you're such a beauty, you got doctorate degree, and you're coming from Serbia, the land of beautiful people, and you're healthy, you got all your home and everything. Then you start thinking about paying back. So is I mean, so is to me. I would all I'm gratitude to paying. I mean, being an example of gratitude attitude. That was one made me found this Global Abundance Organization. So we are, in fact, heart of Global Abundance Organization is that we are all against wars. So we are for peace, prosperity, collaboration, cooperation. So anything positive, we are there. Anything. But and not only me, whomsoever I have been talking to, it's more than 200, to more than 280 interviews, global interviews. People like yourself, I have been talking to you, and you and all the people globally, they are for abundance, not for scarcity. They are for peace, not for wars. None, not even single person has ever asked me. I mean, my question generally to the people whom I'm talking about abundance. I mean, ask you: do you want your hard-earned money that going to taxes should be paid for the bullets killing other people's kids, or will I be happy that my hard-earned tax money goes to a bullet that kills somebody else's kid? So the answer is always no. So everybody is for abundance. So that was the reason, and that was what, like, I was grown up man. So that was the point of time. Then I decided to found this Global Abundance organization. Back to you.
Thank you. Thank you for interesting answer. Much comments in region, in the world war. And now I will give a short play, the question and you answer. Transforming from scarcity to abundance often happen when a person realizes the security comes from internal self-trust rather than harding external resources. Key catalysts include beating rock bottom, AG, losing money or health. Important Israel, USA, Iran, resources is big problem. Empathy, gratitude, and realizing that collaboration, not competition, create more opportunity. Key moments and the realization often include realization you are enough, the power of gratitude, shifting from taker to giver, vibing life, and the no-zero sum, the act as if strategy. Two questions for you. Wealth versus abundance. Many people equate abundance strictly with financial success. How do you personality define the difference between being wealthy and living an abundant life?
Thank you so much. Such a pertinent question, and I think this forms the basis of whatever whosoever is wherever you and me are. Whosoever feels successful or failure, and just because of this forms this is the foundation. This question that we ask is the foundation. So to me, so there are twofold. Generally, people think abundance means having more than enough, every in terms of finance, in terms of wealth, and the 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 house and the big luxury cars and fancy homes and having wearing brands. And but I question myself. I suppose this is the last day of my life. So will it matter that what brand did I wear, what house did I live in, what fancy car did I drive? Will it matter? No, it will not. What will matter that how have I spent my life, entire life, and whatsoever action I have been performing. So will they help me in this world and the next hereafter? So that's the point. So now the abundance. If we talk of finance, yeah, I mean, if I have to, the bank account statement is your scorecard of your capabilities, and it is the scorecard of the problems you can solve for the world. This is I have really, I really value this. It is not that I deny this. No, anybody's bank account statement is a scorecard of the capabilities of the solutions that one can provide to the world's problem. So it is not a joke. Somebody, if somebody is a millionaire or billionaire or maybe got even more wealth, like if Elon Musk is enjoying the status of the richest person on the face of earth, I have huge respect for that. I cannot deny. Nobody should rather, just because his scorecard is highest, and for the reasons that he has been abundantly providing the solution to the world's issues. One, that's also right, not wrong. I have huge, and but this is not enough. This is not enough. This will not solve the problems. Having a huge bank account statement, big houses, huge amounts. I mean, you can have the islands, you can have the countries, you can have everything. Look at the USSR, United States of America is a huge, big country. Still, there are problems. There are people in United States of America whose house were burned. They were homeless. In 24, 25 years earlier, they are still knocking the doors of the government offices. If you go my podcast And Love Mikhale is one of the example. She is a social person. She worked for this. So what I'm talking is you know I've been talking to the global people like yourself. So she's the one. And to me, respecting this all, but again, this does not solve the what solves the problem is being abundant. If I'm abundant, then I'll be happy. If no matter how poor or whatever amount of wealth I do have, will not then this will this you know disregards the amount of money you have when you become abundant mentally. So that's I mean respecting the worldly wealth and money and everything. It's not that I mean I can sit without this chair or I can talk to you without these gadgets and the lights. No, I can't. I mean I have to have these are very important. But these are important for communication. But what I'm talking is more important than all this. What I'm the problem solving, like you as a person are very important. You have got beautiful stature, you're a gorgeous lady, but that's not enough. This lady solving world's problem, you are superb example for an abundant person. You hundreds of the doctors that you have produced, there are more than 10,000 weak kinds that you produced through chromosome X, and that you've been to inventor of them. And there are lots of things like I mean you've been abundant person, that you have been not only running the institutions, but you've been founding the institution. You have been giving them the legal status, and not only that, but you've been able.
Please listen, voice.
You're back. Now, can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
Can
I
you?
listen. I listen to you.
Okay, thank you. If you can hear me, thank you so much. Okay, I mean, back to you. Please ask next question.
Oh, next question. I discussion this question. The basis of the research finding, being rich and living on abundant life, a different concept, with the former often focusing on material accumulation and later of inner fulfillment and holistic well-being. Wealth is typically defined financial aspect and high net worth, while an abundant life is defined enough mindless wealth in other areas. Material one, number one. The next question: the role of technology. How do you see emerging technologies like artificial intelligence operation AI or digital connectivity acting as a force multiplier for creating abundance in developing regions?
Wow,
Please,
I'll
question.
go. Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, such an important question. This is a question of the day. I mean, this is a question of the time right now we are living in. The emerging technologies are the real solution to the emerging technologies are all exponential. What are exponential technologies? I'll go later on this, but I mean these are the solution to the problem. Just because the problems are exponential. Look at the can I'm audible? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's okay. Thank you. So I thought I mean if I'm not I
Yes,
mean
yes, I listen to you. That's
okay.
okay. That's okay,
Okay,
no problem.
thank you. The emerging technologies are they are digitized, deceptive, demonetized, and democratized, and these technologies are exponential. And so, like AI is already there. the people now the one person company can be a billionaire company. Earlier it was not thinkable. I was just reading a story of a brother, two brothers today, that the person, since he, through vibe coding only, through vibe coding, through AI, he got $1 billion in 2 years. What he was doing, he was just generating websites through vibe coding. Then he was optimizing and ranking these websites, and then he was able to fetch the business and traffic to these websites, and he was replicating the same things too, and he was selling it. And so he got, so this is possible just because of these this digital era, and just because of these emerging technologies. And yes, going back to the abundance, individual and collective, and yeah, of course, the things do matter. But again, the purpose is much more important than only superficial abundance or having things. I mean, the world of what have and have not all has always mattered and will continue to do so. But again, the purpose is going higher. Who gets the Nobel Peace Prize is the one who's got the bigger world's problem, who solved the biggest or the bigger problems of the world. So yes, emerging technologies are there. Artificial intelligence has made the mayor go. Right now, you and me can research. Like, I mean, if you've got only 3 minutes or 1 minute, or you can research, you can pull my data from all resources available online, and your AI can get me a brief summary about executive summary about me, and then you can generate questions on my work. All I have been on, I have conducted more than 280 interviews of the global personalities, and I have been using this AI, this emerging technology. Like, I could not have done even 25 interviews if I was not taking help this AI, or the emerging technologies were not there. It was like, I mean, right now you and me are talking, you've gotten certain gadgets. So these all are backed by AI. These are the emerging technologies. This abundance of communication is just because of these emerging technologies. And these emerging technologies are getting us the exponential solutions. These are not additive like 1, 2, 3. No, these are like 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. I mean, this they are going, like, I mean, since you're a doctor by yourself, and then these are exponential. So emerging technologies are the real solution. Just because, look at the population right now, it's 8 billion, and look, I mean, in just 4 years next, in 2030, this will be like 12 billions. So I mean, if it is increasing in billions, and we have just the same similar piece of land, we have those, only water resources are same, everything is same, but the population is exponentially outbursting. The birth rate in our countries are going, like, we are already 125, like, was like 12 million, it's like 125 millions, we are already there. So we are even increasing. Look at the India's population. Look at the population of China alone. I mean, we are almost more than half of the world's population. So then, what we need these exponential technology. Yes, the reply to your question is yes. This exponential technology, the emerging technologies are exponential, and exponential technologies are solution for the abundance. Back to you.
My brief discussion for answer question. Emerging technologies, particular artificial intelligence and digital connectivity, are acting a powerful force, multiplier for abundance in developing regions by enabling them to leapfrog traditional infrastructure, lower the cost of deploying advanced service, and optimize resources allocation by allowing nation to bypass the to need for extensive legacy system, such as transforming directly to mobile hanging or deploying small artificial intelligence on everyday device, this technology enable rapid. Here is how emerging technologies act forces multiplier, agriculture and resources management, precision for farming, water management, healthcare accessibility, artificial intelligence assistant diagnostic, telemedicine, education and human capital, personal learning, digital skills, financial inclusion in economic activity, is a smart city as service efficient governments, challenge realize abundance, digital skills gap, data language context to act a true multiplier for abundance. This technology requires investment in the 4CC connectivity, computer, context local data, and competency skills or citizen in the world. Question next. Legacy and impact. If you were to mentor a young person today who feels stoic in cycle of limited opportunity, what is the best practical abundance habit you would tell them to adapt?
Wow. First of all, I really need to
Very,
thank
very
for the
interesting question for you, my friends.
yeah. Thank you so much. I need to really thank you for the review. I mean, such a fantastic review. After every reply I express and narrate here, that's amazing. I mean, that your reviews are better than my answers. I really admit that. Thank you so much. But I mean, now coming to the one and only is the gratitude attitude, empathy. That it's the purpose. It's like, I mean, if one can't be abundant if the gratitude attitude is not there. I can't be. I can't be abundant if I don't have purpose. I can't be abundant if I'm not thinking for others. I mean, it's not like, I mean, the difference between human and inhuman is the purpose. Is, I mean, why are we here? Why the Creator has created us? Why has the Creator sent us to the earth? We are spiritual being having human experience, and we were created in the heaven for the heaven, and we are bound to return to the heaven. And how will we do it is already the Creator has already given us the syllabus. I mean, I have to treat you as I want the treatment from you. That's very simple. These are all religions are based on this. I mean, one has to be abundant. The gratitude attitude has to be there, and it has to be on purpose. On purpose, like you are using light just in front of you. This is on purpose. The day it goes off purpose, you'll be throwing it into the dustbin. You'll be discarding it, and you'll be dismantling, and you'll be dislodging it to. This will be going to the garbage can. Finally, so any person who wants to be abundant, or it has to be gratitude, there has to be gratitude attitude. If someone has, like, if I get the Elon Musk money, and if I get his fame and everything, and if I don't have the gratitude attitude, and if I don't have the purpose, if I'm not doing it for the mankind, if I'm not paying it back, so that's, I mean, few words from my side. Back to you.
When a person feels my discussion, stuck is a cycle of limited opportunities. The brain often development a security mentality, negative bias that fixate on obstacle, a shortcoming, and what's missing. This habit break the cycle by forcibly returning the mind to recognize, appreciate it, and expand available resources rather than developing on limitation. What is the first step of the aesthetics of joy? Shift perspective from scarcity to abundance. I don't have enough. What do do I already have? Building confidence. It's affordable. Practice action every night. Write down three things that were good today, no matter how small. This forces our brain to look the positive evidence, providing that you have more capacity and resources than you think you do. Question next. Can true human abundance exist without environmental sustainability, or are the two goals permanently linked? Please answer this end question.
Thank you
You
so much.
you are Zafar. Much knowledge, much knowledge, much knowledge. Thank you, much knowledge.
I
Thank
wish,
you. You
I
are
wish,
you are you are extremely, extremely, extremely much knowledge. Extremely.
Doctor, I wish I were of 1% of what you think of me. I wish, and I would have been much happier. But I mean, I mean, saying thank you so much for thinking good about me. But I mean, when we, I need you to please repeat the question. I just got away with overwhelmed with your super thought that you have before me. Please, can you repeat the question? Can you
Uh,
read again the question?
I, uh, my discussion, brief discussion.
Sustainability, it's a sustainability for abundance, abundance
Yes,
for
yes.
sustainability.
Sustainability is
Yeah,
no discussion. Is sustainability is a big problem in the world. True
yeah.
human abundance cannot exist in the long term without environmental sustainability. The two goals are permanently linked because nature acts as the fundamental life support system for all human economic activity, health, and survival, while short term unsustainable abundance can be arrived by depleting natural capital. This creates a false choice where human progress eventually factors due to resources depletion, environmental instability, and ecological breakdown. The linkage between abundance and sustainability, nature as the bedrock of prosperity, thriving human communities are inseparable from healthy nature ecosystems. Nature provides air purification, water cycling, pollina- uh, pollination, and soil health, all of which are essential to agriculture and very important human life. The coupling is inadequate. Current evidence suggests that economic growth cannot be sufficiently detected from environmental impact to allow for continued or ultimated expansion. Absolute, absolute. The crippling is rarely achieved, and the efficiency gains from technology are usefully outturned by increased consumption. Environmental degradation harm humans as natural systems break down. Human being directly suffer through this, diminish food security, reduce water ability, increase pandemic, zonic, zonic diseases, and loss of nature distorted. Buffer life mangroves Why true? Abundance requires stability. Find its limit. The it operate within specific boundary, creating capacity. Over expanding these boundaries leads to the collapse of the very ecosystem that provide for humanity. In interdependence, humanity and nature are one system, no two systems, one system. Whether damage nature ultimately harm human, while a thriving nature will support thriving community. Integration and equality. The first choose the developmentalism. Many assume the sustainability, hunger, growth. However, new research argues that feeding to accessibility is counterproductive to economic interest. The true enemy of counterproductive to economic development country in the world. Rather the exploitation of natural resources into obliteration, which results the destruction natural capital necessary for future production, exploitation continent, Africa, Asia, big problem in the world. In summary, environmental sustainability is not just a regulatory hurdle, but the necessary foundation for any true, long lasting human abundance. Dear colleague, thank you for taking your valuable time for the podcast and introducing listeners to increasing discussion and dedication you. They are not so important. In philosophy, knowledge some time. Word in philosophy don't mean much, but they leave a mark forever. I dedicate this word of the respected primal world intellectual Zafar Abuansa, the aristocrat of education and science, as a genius who walk cosmic speed and recognize phenomena on our planet Earth, which other people do not see until everything fall on their bodies and enter their eyes shine. It's a fascinating how many ideas there are in the path of your ages. Open mind, open brain, mix it with the surrounds do human ignorance. Ultimately, my universe, your creativity is an act of revelation. You are ready to fight and end for your ideas, even when everyone else thinks you are wrong. A view of science opposes any opinion that come from outside science. One can engage in scientific research without ever asking on self what science is, what is structure is, how is different from other form on cognitive and spiritual research on what foundation it is built, what is scientific revolution, what is true and what are measure of truth in science, whether there has been progress in scientific knowledge, what are the possibility uh, and limit science in exploitation and understanding reality, what is ultimate meaning. As a brilliant intellectual, my friends, you have come to understand our universe and the speed of light. The philosophical spirit is present where the foundation of science or the relationship of science to each other are concentrated, where their relationship to the idea of knowledge is determined or where methods are tested for their value in achieving knowledge. Quarrel also says every scientific methods imply a metaphysic basis or a less some axiom about the nature of reality. But the virtue that characterizes you, abundance, Vala, my dear friend Zafar, as a genius more than anything else in the ability to never stop thinking about a problem in the world, just as you have the intuition of child from birth. I am grateful to the universe for allowing you to be a part of our understanding genealogy that is a woman into history and continue part of our glorious ancestors. Your forever Jelena from Republic Serbia. I love you. Your country Pakistan. I much cooperation university, cooperation campus, Karachi, much podcast interview student. I love you, your country. Much country. Much. I love you. Pakistan have genius, genius young people. Much research, much, much good, much ideas. You are blessing prosperity, Muhammad.
Thank you so much, Dr.
You blessing.
Jelena. Bless
You
with.
blessing.
Thank you so much. I mean, I am totally speechless. And especially the last question that I could not comment on was sustainability in abundance. It was taken up by the World Business Council, and they were thinking if there is no world, there will be no business, there will be no governments and nothing. So sustainability is important, and I cannot end this program on if we talk of sustainability and we do not thank Greta Thunberg from Sweden. The lady is, I mean, she is a princess. I mean, to me, if at all I have, if God gives me a daughter, I would love her to be like Greta Thunberg, such a lady. She is not only moved the people for sustainability, and it was in 2016 when the whole the United Nations, they passed a resolution for sustainability and going all organization for zero carbon, as you said. And I really thank you. And coming to the gratitude that you have for us, I mean, we are in debt. The words, I mean, there are no words. I cannot thank you enough for the love, patience, and the connectivity that you feel for Pakistan and the people of Pakistan, in Karachi especially, and across the globe. The people of Pakistan, they are loving, humble, they are peace loving. I mean, you be probably, you come to Pakistan, you'll have VVIP protocols, treatments, and they are so uh, there's lots of gratitude. Though there are people, there are issues also, but generally people you will find they are very loving. Thank you so much, Dr. Jelena, from all the way from Serbia, in taking my live interview. And I am heavily in debt for the words that you have used me. I wish I were so. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please accept my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you so much, and see you in our next interview. Bye bye.
Oh, dear my friends, you are genius. You are genius. I am happy. You are genius. Much knowledge. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you next time.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye
I love
bye.
you. I love you, Pakistan.